Hey, welcome back to Don't Learn with Scissors. I'm Kelly, your favorite Jeep driving lawyer, mom of twins, 4 crazy rescue dogs, and a rescue cat who likes to craft in her spare time. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. It sends me a message. It boosts my serotonin and my self-esteem, and I could use that. And if you're a returning friend, you already know the crazy you're in for. Grab your drink, sit on back, and let's have at it. As you can tell, we're still not at 100% with my voice. I saw the ENT. He said definitely my vocal cords are still extremely inflamed. So he has started me on a heavier duty steroid, and some other things. And I go back to see him in a couple weeks. The cough is coming back. Now, my one friend who's a nurse, she's a physician's assistant, not a nurse, she's a nurse physician. Words, y'all. She's a physician's assistant. She says her theory is it's actually more than one virus that I've caught, and I've just caught them back to back. She could be right. I don't know. All I know is that when I went to see the doctor on Thursday, was it Thursday? Could have been Wednesday. It might have been Wednesday. I don't know. I got put on bed rest till tomorrow. No work, nothing. Which then threw off, in 20-some years of practice, I've had to submit a note from the ER because I was supposed to be in a hearing, and I was, by the time I got a hold of the court, we were past the time kind of thing. So they asked for just a statement from the doctor that says, hey, I was in the ER. That's the only other time I've ever had to provide a letter to the court regarding moving or to opposing counsel. Everybody has always just said, not a problem, Kelly, we'll move it. Don't worry. Until last week, where I was scheduled for mediation, and I got put on bed rest. I can't, my doctor is like, absolutely not. And she's like, you're lucky I don't take you out longer. I'm like, well, part of me wanted her to, and part of me was like really glad she didn't, because I've got multiple hearings next week. But I had back-to-back hearings that day. It must have been Thursday. I saw my doctor on Wednesday, and Thursday I had 2 trials going on. One in the morning, one in the afternoon. I have mediation in the morning, trial in the afternoon. Everybody else was fine, except for the lawyer I was mediating with, who I'm getting ready to file contempt on her client anyway, so she should be happy. But she actually made me submit the letter from my doctor to her office and to the mediator, which the mediator's like, are you freaking kidding me? And then I redacted my name, my birth date, and my home address. And she said, well, how do I know that's really you? Well, first of all, how many Regal Greens do you know, dummy? And why would I lie about that? Well, I was so livid. I'm so chapped. So, I will say that overall, I still got in a ton of stitching. But really and truly, even my girls will tell you on Thursday I actually did do quite a bit of stitching. I worked on my modern folk embroidery, but I wasn't very chatty. Nothing's wrong. I'm worn out. Hang on one sec. The boy child has an ear infection, and he had a concert this afternoon. The concert was fantastic. They had a choir singing with them. The choir was the Metropolitan Detroit Choir or something. I don't know.
At a freighter though, so I don't think it's Metropolitan Detroit.
Could be Macomb.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Macomb, Detroit.
It was double M. So it's Metropolitan Macomb Choir. They were fantastic.
And I will say, I have often said to friends and family, I miss singing in a choir. I really do.
then sing in a choir.
And
Join the choir and sing.
my son's like, well, just join a choir and sing. Well, first of all, I can't sing right now because, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But second of all, when would I do that? Because I'm driving his all around for band, and now he's got a second job. So, but it really did make me want to like sing, and it makes me want to sign more too, as far as like music, because we were sitting at one point. The choir was singing, so the band got off the stage, and he came and sat with me, and I was able to sign with him. Like, he's a baby signer, but any signing is better than no signing as far as I'm concerned. So that was kind of cool. And then I was sitting in front, the couple that was sitting in front of me, they were so cute. He came in first and he goes, will you tell somebody if they come to take our seats? I just need these 2 seats. He's like, I have to go find my blushing bride. And I was like, and at one point he called her his favorite wife. And I was like, your favorite wife? They had been married for 56 and a half years. Y'all, that's like they've been married longer than I've been alive. Turns out
they've been married for twice as long as me.
More than that.
No, actually less. No,
24 and 24 is how many, William?
48.
And 48 is more or less than 56 and a half. I hope you all are entertained by the commentary in this house. Anyways, she is the aunt of a guy I graduated high school with. So we were talking about him and where he's at. He's in the Czech Republic teaching now, and like not the person you would have ever expected that from in high school. Like totally funny. But we got to talking because he used to be the principal before I went to my high school. He was a principal there. And just what a lovely couple. What a lovely couple. Oh my gosh.
They were
Like,
so nice.
Like that's couple goals. Like they were just so, they were cute. They were still holding hands. They spoke so sweetly of each other and their relationship. And it was wonderful. Like it was so refreshing.
They are socialites. Like,
Yeah, and they love to go to like little band concerts like this kind of thing. Like that's what they do.
They went to Lake Orion's concert or something like that.
So
before this, so
it was very cool. So I have been working, but also I've been normal people resting. You all should be like writing this on a calendar. I normal people rested. Yesterday, I did bribe the kids. I bribed the kids that if they clean the house really well, that I would buy steak dinner. We got the kitchen done really well, and then we made and Bella cleaned the bathroom today. William's got a few things to do, but I did go ahead and spring for steak dinner, mostly because I still wanted steak dinner. But we got like all the counters cleaned up, including underneath the microwave. I got the floors mopped, the oven cleaned inside and out. The dishes were all done until we made dinner. We went through most of the refrigerator again and cleared it out. We're gonna Bean and I will finish that probably tomorrow. The boy's got to finish some of his chores. So if he doesn't finish his chores, I'm not driving him to band tomorrow, and he's not going to get to eat in my house. Because that's just the way I'm going to be. I know. So, Australian Survivor started. So stay tuned. I'll start doing separate Survivor updates. Now, I can't figure out how to do a VPN. Don't ask. I don't know. It's not my forte. I told you all I suck at technology. So apparently I need a VPN. However, I have figured out how to search up and get the lowdowns and some snips like I'm watching YouTubers talk about it. So I'm able to get some cool prompts in. So that was a lot of my week. So let's start with last Sunday was Stocking Sunday. And I've been really good about that. And I think I stitched on this after I filmed last week. So last week was Vanessa's stocking, otherwise known as William's stocking. I worked on his name. So his name is officially on his stocking. So I don't know if we can call it Vanessa's stocking anymore. The reason we were calling it Vanessa's stocking is because it didn't have a name on it. And Busilla decided it was Vanessa's stocking. But now, mine says William. In the right colors. I know. Technically, I should have maybe put the letters one stitch closer together because my M does run a little bit into this tassel. Am I going to frog it? No. No, I'm freaking not. Not at all. No. Not even.
Lindsay.
So, this goes away. Today, for Stocking Sunday, I still have to work on the stocking, but I'll work on Bean's stocking. So, next week, we'll go back to William's stocking. Because February does not have a 5th Sunday in it. No. So, we'll work on Bean's stocking tonight. You'll see that next week. The other thing we did, we brought back Wiener Wednesday. Because it makes me laugh, if nothing else. There is a new wiener pattern coming out. It's called Meanie Weenies. Now, I will tell you that my wiener dog, she got sass. But she'll also share and things like that for the most part. So I may change Meanie Weenies to no Meanie Weenies. And, like there's one where the wiener dog is like saying mine, and I might change that to like ours or something. I don't know. And then I think the doghouse says to stay out, so I might just put like welcome on the doghouse. Because I don't like anything where they're bullying. I know, I'm a sissy. I'm a sap. But on Wiener Wednesday, I worked on Winter Wienerland by Plum Street Samplers. Excuse the glare. I'm lazy and I don't want to take it out. I started on the house in the middle. The other thing is, I did talk to, I messaged back and forth a bit with Janine McGowan from the Blue Flower, and she sent me the Day of the Doxies instead of the Day of the Dead, so that I can maybe get some inspiration. Now, she said she may be talking to Paulette about doing a collab where they do it as a fundraiser. I'm totally down for that. I will totally pay for the fundraiser. As long as the fundraiser isn't like raising money for like conversion therapy or something totally, which I can't imagine either one of those people, those designers doing something like that for. As long as, my guess is it would be for like some sort of animal rescue, knowing Paulette and, well, knowing Janine. So anyways, I did start on the house. It didn't get very far, but again, on Wednesday I had a settlement conference that ran long up in Bay City. Before that, I jumped on a Zoom hearing in Detroit where that judge was just being persnickety and kept us all. So then I was racing to Bay City. I was running late for Bay City, and then I had my doctor's appointment. So, and then Wednesday night, I think I was so tired, I think William skipped band. So I did start the little house. It's a start. We'll keep working away on him on Wednesdays. And I put the other patterns in here. So let's just so we're all clear where I'm at. I still have to stitch Halloweenies, Teeny Weenies, Sweater Wetter, Starbarks, I love this one. Jeans and Weenies. And then the Stacy Nash Animal Cracker Wieners. And their names are Frankie and Finley. Not at all what I had. What did I call them last week that I thought they were named? Maybe I am close. I don't know. I've already. I know I've stitched turkey sausage, spring rolls. Hold on. Okay, so I've done turkey sausage, spring rolls, and I think one other. Teeny weeny bikinis. The dogs in the bikinis. I don't know that I've done a fourth one yet. So, it is what it is. Okay. So then in my purse project that I stitch on, especially, and I also stitch it on Fridays. It's supposed to be anytime I'm in my car and need to stitch, or can stitch, I'm supposed to grab this in my purse. But I also stitch it on Fridays for What the Flock Friday. Is it What the Flock Friday? Kim the Snitch Stitcher is doing it. She stitches flamingos. I don't really have flamingo patterns, but I wanted to get my flock of sheep patterns done. So I'm up to autumn. I've only got a couple more after this, although my giving self. See, I'm showing myself grace. Oh, it'd be nice if I showed you the stitching. My giving self found another one that I didn't have, and it just came in, but I'm not sure where I set it. So that's where we're at. So that's the squirrel body and the top of the sheep. I bought one. He's got a big smile on him. It's like happy to be you or something. But I don't know where I put it, and I just literally opened it earlier today, so don't judge me. Okay, so I'm losing my brain, y'all. Okay, so I got that one. So Australian Survivor started, and I can watch like the recap, like people talking about it on YouTube, but I can't watch it without a VPN, and I don't. Look,
I wouldn't be able to help you with that either. That's a hell of a thing.
And it's not just. I could probably figure out how to log into a VPN. Like seriously, it can't be that hard. But I can't rationalize spending $15 a month on a VPN to watch a show that, okay, really and truly, I'm not a big Survivor fan. I'm going to be honest, I'm not. Except for it's really nice, it's fun to play these games that I can do some focus stitching on kind of thing. Otherwise, like, I don't know that I'd watch Survivor. Even Dancing with the Stars had Alona Mar not been on it, and it was just another excuse to organize like a stitching game and have some organized stitching and take the brain, like the decisions were made for you kind of thing. I wouldn't have necessarily watched it. I don't know. Although with Alona, I would have watched. But other than that, like, I don't know. So, but it was so much fun to play with other, like, stitchers and to, like, do that. Like, I get excited about that. So, I am excited about Survivor Australia. I wish I could actually watch the episodes rather than searching up the who got eliminated if an idol was played. Like, I can figure out how to do that, and then I can watch other people's opinions kind of thing or recaps, it's not as fun. But, okay, so this season it's Brain versus Brawn. And for me, my Brain stitch is Modern Folk Embroidery's Fruits of Plenty Sal. Don't judge me. I know. I know. Yes, I started it exactly when it came out that January. Okay? We don't judge how long it takes you to finish a sale. We don't judge if you don't ever finish the sale. Not on my channel. If you want judgment, go find Judy. Because on Judge Kelly's show, I'm Judge Kelly. I don't judge for not for being behind, not keeping up with the sale. Oh, I don't judge you if you restart the sale 14,000 times and then decide to throw it out a window. Don't. I'm fine with that. So, Team Brain, we've had 2 shows. They had 2 the first week. They had the premiere, and then they had this, I guess the first show, I don't know. So we've had 2 shows. So together, between those first 2 shows, they've gone to immunity. They've won immunity once, and they won a reward once, and they've gotten sent to elimination once. Which, on my level of stitching, means I had to put 600 stitches in on the Fruits of Plenty sale. Now, for some reason, I'm getting closer to getting this sale done is the thing. I think so. I'm in that frenzy of I'm getting so close. I have less than 18,000 stitches left, and then I get to say I'm done with this sale. And that may seem like a lot, but when it starts off at 47,397 stitches, and I've now officially stitched 29,650 stitches. That's a lot of stitches. That leaves me I'm at 62.56%. And I actually put in 910 stitches, which actually gives me a credit of 310 stitches, which is ironic because one of my color choices is 310. So, what did I do? I put in the other purpley blue flower, and I'm really happy with that. Honestly, I'm happy. It's fine. But I came over here and I did my snowflake finally. I am in love with this square. And I hate snow. I also got the not the gold. The gray. I don't know why. The gray going around here. Done. And then I started my blue house. I may do darker shutters to pull the blue in from this square. I may do darker shutters on it. Just to kind of keep, because that's what I've been doing is, I'm just pulling the same colors, really. I mean, the blue was new, but, so now I've got to kind of balance it. But that's where we're at. Oh, I put in some of the gray in here and here. So realistically, everything except for some of the gray here is, from that point up, is done. And oh, do I love it. I'm seriously considering saving up and having it professionally framed, to be honest, rather than me trying to frame it myself. Because she's a big girl. She's a big girl. I did it on cream colored 18 count Ada. So she's a big girl. She's so pretty. Here it is. Okay, so I'll show you those in a second. That's my haul. Okay, so then my other one for Team Brawn, I decided to do buffet mat because I would really like to see some progress on this. And I went back and forth. At first I was going to do each one, Team Brain versus Brawn, and I was going to do the stockings for the kids. Then I went back and I was going to do Fruits of Plenty versus Pandemic because I'd really like to see some good progress on pandemic this year as well. But I finally decided that, at least for now, and I always reserve the right to change my mind because, whatever. Team Braun is Buffet Mat by Unconventional Cross Stitch. Buffet Mat is 360,000 stitches. Yeah. Let me say that again. 360,000 stitches. And it's kind of confetti heavy. I'm not going to lie. It's not a lot of... At least with Rosie or even Kay, you had like... When it got down towards the end, there was a lot of confetti. But you still had chunks of like solid color. And like modern folk embroidery, because it's two main colors, it's easy to get in a groove and just knock out bulk stitching. Buffet Mat is the exact opposite of that. So I joke and I say, Fruits of Plenty is like your endurance, like you're sitting there, you're reading, you're studying, and you're studying for hours on end, right? But Buffet Mat is one where it's like high reps, low weight, or you do low weight, high reps. That kind of training. And you really have to have a lot of fortitude to stay with it because it's 360,000 stitches. 360,000 stitches. Like what was I thinking? And it's not even for me. When it's finished, I'm washing it, ironing it, and sending it to a friend. I'm not even keeping it. And I did tell him there is no way in hell I am framing it. None. And I don't care if he holds it up with a couple push pins into a wall. Don't care. That's on him. That's not on me. So I ended up getting 607 stitches total done. I have now completed about 1.5 full pages. So I am working in here. So like that's 1 page and then 1.5. So I think the other half leads me out to about here. Let me look. It would take me to about here. Okay. What will be nice is, because of Survivor, okay, so this is what it will look like when it's totally done. Right? Totally not my style. It would never hang in my house. Is it interesting to stitch? Yes. But that's okay. So would I have picked it on my own for my own house? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I'm the type of person who sees something and thinks, who would really love that? So and so. And I would love to gift that to them because I know that they would really like it. And that's why I'm stitching it. Just like Kay, just like Rosie, and I've done little pieces for other friends too. I did His Name is Jesus for Tammy. And again, it may be something I'd hang in my house, some of them no, but I have stitching that hangs in my house. Not a whole lot of it because I don't FFO hardly anything. But it makes me happy to gift things to people who cherish them. So, I am up here in this little horn here. So soon I will have this little demon. I guess it's a demon. I mean, what else? That's a demon. That's clearly a demon. That's clearly a demon. So we're going to start on the demon next. I think that's where his ear goes. This is his ear. And there, I don't know. Or that could be the feather. and this is his ear. That's probably more likely. This is the feather that's up there, and then this is his ear. Okay, so there's the feather, and then that's his ear. Again, not anything I would normally, like, I would never walk into a shop and go, oh yeah, let me stitch that. Am I having fun stitching it? I absolutely, yes, I am. Because, again, I know that when it's done, my friend John, who's a triathlete and a lawyer and stuff, he's going to love it. And it will stay on his wall till the day that man dies. Which is kind of cool when you think about it. Okay, so the other twist this year, or this season, that we've decided is that if they find a piece of the idol, you need an idol piece. So you have your brain team, your team brain, and your team brawn piece, but then you have an idol piece. And if they find the idol, you stitch, I think for me it's, you stitch 100 stitches. And if they play the idol, it's 200 stitches. And if somebody goes home with the idol in their pocket, you stitch 300 pieces. 300 stitches on your piece. So for me, another gift piece is He Tends His Flock. And this is for my mentor, Joyce. I don't know if it will. It's by Tranquility Tree on Cross Stitch Designs on Etsy. I am stitching this on an Atomic Ranch in the color Blush. It's a 32 count Aida. I will tell you that the color so far has never shown up on camera correctly. And now my camera is like going crazy. I'm really not fuzzy in real life. And your eyes are not hurting you or deceiving you. It is my camera being a butthead. And if Nancy, because every Nancy I know is a butthead. Not every Nancy. Many Nancys I know give me a heartburn. So I call my camera sometimes Nancy, which is the polite thing to say. Okay, so it was to put 300. So during the first two shows, one of the players found an idol and they used it. So I needed to put 300 stitches into He Tends His Flock. That's not the only idol, but so that led us to here, which also gave us the first 2 pages are finished. Because the one page is just like a half page, but it goes across. That's how they've got this pattern designed. So we've got I'm calling it 2 pages finished. If you want to call it a page and a half, you can do that. But I'm calling it a 2-page finish because I get to throw 2 pages out. Will I throw them out right now? Probably, honestly. I used to save them all and then throw them out at the end, but I don't know. I've been kind of rebellious lately, and I just throw them out once I know I'm done with them. So this is the start of page 3 and 4, and I've already gotten it down here where I've got the first little sheepy's legs in. I think for the mama sheeps and the daddy sheeps, the adult sheeps, I'm gonna just do them in plain DMC. But I think the little baby lambs, there's only 2 of them. There's 2 baby lambs. I think I'm going to do them in Whisper so that they're fuzzy. Which will mean that I will not frame this with glass. Because then you won't get the texture. Like it will just smush down the fibers and there's no point in doing them now. But I think that would be really cute because little fuzzy baby sheeps. And does anybody know, do they make Whisper in yellow for like duckies? Because after I finish the sheep, I have the Quaker that I want to work on Fridays. So yes, Kim, we do, and then I have a couple duck mandalas type of things, but I would like to do the Quaker. Let me see. I think that's all of the stitching I did, which is still, given everything, I will happily take. Yes, that is it. Okay. Haul that came in. I did get, see, smiling at you. That's what it is. Okay, so here's the thing. My shorty is a squirrel, so I think it's funny that there's always squirrels on these. Smiling faces and duckies seem to go hand in hand together with me. I don't know why. I think this is absolutely adorable. Am I glad that it was so much cheaper than the rest of them? Yes. Because the kits get expensive. So I'm going to go through one of my kits that I did when I was swapping out the fabric before I could stitch on linen. I did a couple of them, so I have the linen that I can use to fill in. But I'm going to go through the ones that I've already done and see if I don't have like the other colors that I are called for without having to order the specialty floss. She does give you the DMC alternative, so that's kind of nice. So this will go in my sheet bag. The other pattern I got, Surf's Up. We're going to change it. And you know what I'm going to change? I'll wait for it. Yes. The station wagon will be changed into probably a 4-door red Jeep with a surfboard on top. And Lord knows what else will get changed on it. It may not have, it may be a Jeep with the top off and still the surfboard up there or in it. But that's going to get changed to a Jeep in my world. Okay. So, that's about it. So this next week, we'll see what Survivor brings us. Right now, I'm current on my Survivor stitching. Got all caught up, so that was a big deal. We have a consult tomorrow. I got a case in on Friday. I have mediation, facilitation, and a probate hearing. And we've got tons of other paperwork that needs to get caught up on. So, we're busy. Bina's on spring break this next week. I'm not sure when the boy child is starting his job, the second job. He got a job at Dave's Barbecue, Big Dave's Barbecue. Time-wise, it's probably about the same distance from the house. It may be a mile or two close, but they're different directions. But when I go this way, if I go the one way, I get to pass Michael's. Our Joann's is closing. The Joann's by my house, and that is devastating because that's usually my go-to. I do need to still pull out the sewing machine. So maybe, I have 2 quilts pinned for God's sake. And with a little effort, I could have several things cut out very easily to throw together, which would be nice. But I am back in really trying to organize and purge. Organize and purge. Well, purge and then organize. So, yeah. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else. That's about it. I tell you as they come up. We're making chili tonight. I'm actually really excited. It sounds delicious. The boy started it, so I have to go see what's going on with it. So, I'm gonna let you go. Oh, apparently it's done. I'm gonna let you go. So remember, you are smart. You are beautiful. You are cherished. You are strong. You are loved. You are needed. You are wanted. And most of all, you matter. So, reach out to me on His Princess Kelly on Instagram. Let me know what you got geared up for March. I know Kim and I set aside some. I think on March 1st. March 1st is Kim's birthday. If you're not watching the Snitch Stitcher, you need to go watch her. On March 1st, she is starting Modern Folk Embroidery's Fruits of Plenty. So I know that at least on the 1st, which I think I will see you just after that. We'll have more stitches on. I'm getting a little nervous that at the rate that I'm stitching on Modern Folk Embroidery, I may finish it before Australian Survivor goes to like individuals. At which point, we know Buffet Mat's not getting finished. Buffet Mat's not on the finished list anytime soon. If I finish Modern Folk Embroidery, I think what I will do is I will swap it out either for, I'll let you guys vote, for Oz or Pandemic. And then if I should by chance finish, I don't think I will, just unless I get in a groove, which I'm starting to get in a groove with he tends his flock. If we finish that before Survivor and there are still idols in play, we will need to have a backup there. But I think that I don't think that is likely. I think finishing Modern Folk Embroidery ahead of time is likely. So let me know what you would like me to sub in. If you would rather see me sub in Pandemic or Wizard of Oz, my mashup of Wizard of Oz, both of which I would like to see Wizard of Oz get done this year. It's a gift, so I would love to see it done before Christmas. And Pandemic, I would like to hit maybe the 50% mark on at least the actual charted portion, not the background. I know that I'm over 26% done, so it's still a lot of stitching. Or maybe I don't know. And then when we go to individuals, are there projects you would like to see me work on for individuals? Let me know. So with that, remember, I'm sending everybody well wishes and good vibes, and we'll talk to you guys next week. Bye, y'all.